hours ahead of where we left off last time because I lost. So I made my team a little bit stronger on Mount Battle. This weekend's a bit overleveled because I was using it to power level everything else. So I don't think I'll lose, not again. If I do, my Pokemon Trainer card can be revoked, I'm pretty sure. That said, something I found out over the course of the last week is that there's actually a secret boss in this game. And allegedly, as long as you haven't beaten the game, you can still encounter him. Which I think is kind of weird that, like... No, I can't open it from that side. It's kind of weird that there'd be a boss that, like... you can just lose. I should probably put Suicune back on point, because Surf. Also, I found out that Shadow Rush is actually explicitly a physical move in this game. So, special attacking Shadow Pokemon are kind of at a disadvantage. Please don't fly. Sadness. We'll pull out the Raikou just in case. That said, in the sequel, there are shadow moves that are special moves, specifically to address that problem. And that actually means that Pokemon XD was the first Pokemon game overall, and also the only Gen 3 game to have the physical special split. I saw that video then. If you can't recommend something similar, then yes. It's like explaining the mechanics behind Shadow Pokemon. I was like, that sounds like fun. And relevant. Thanks, algorithm. Ugh, I'm no match. I must level up some more. Honestly, I had the same sentiment. That's why I did what I did. Yeah, let's just put Suicune in there to clear out chaff, like this guy. He's like, my Pokemon are looking for the chance to go wild. My dude, that means that they don't want to be with you. Let them go. I also like how by level this guy is weaker than the person with like the birds downstairs. You know, for some reason, I thought that Carvana didn't have a dark type. Like, I might have just like, oh, right now it's just a fish and then it gets dark when it levels up. I was mistaken. Fortunately, Suicune was there to cover for me. I'm just imagining the Barboach coming out to the one Pokemon anywhere from 50 to 100% more powerful than it, being like, can I go back in the ball, please? Like, I'm just willing to say that I lost this fight. And then my Espeon punches him in the brain. I want to go wilder. But yeah, the rough plan is... I'm gonna go fight this secret boss, which shouldn't take too long. Then what I'll probably do is I'll finish the game, then I'll do the last set in Mount Battle. And we'll see how much time is left after that. Infinite time? I mean like in stream. I was just thinking to myself, it'd be kind of nice if this game had like a cheat code or something for infinite Pokeballs. But then it's like, wait, a Pokemon game couldn't ever really have something like that because then it would break balance in other games, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Also, if you hear a whirring in the background, that's because I have a fan on because it's really hot today. And I couldn't tell you why. Maybe the sun's out. It doesn't happen often very much around here. It's called Missing No. There. Back in the day I read some fanfics where Missing No was a character. It was funny, there was one where like Team Rocket was trying to catch it. And like, at one point James was like going through his bag and he pulled out like a Pokeball, he pulled out like a TM, he pulled out like a potion, he pulled out a rose, he pulled out a rose, he pulled out a rose, he pulled out a rose. It's just nothing but roses all the way down. James is an inspiration. Honestly, both Team Rocket characters... Sorry, I just excluded Meowth. Basically, every single member of Team Rocket was amazing. Come and get some, we're getting our engines. You know, like, especially for the time, James was absolutely amazing. That said, my favorite Pokemon anime character that I wish that there was more of was Lococo, a Ninetales. Because she's a Ninetales, I don't need any more reason than that. She's also one of the few Pokemon that taught herself how to speak human. So like, really just flexing on just about everybody there. Wow, you get one move, and you miss. Imagine being that Ladian. Of course, now it's pretty easy to imagine being that Ladian, you just have to imagine being asleep. I was gonna say, I wonder how difficult it'd be to like make a ROM hack of Colosseum. Just like see what kinds of things people could come up with. Then like, wait, there are Wind Waker randomizers and stuff. You can absolutely, like, with enough effort, do stuff to GameCube games. I only lost because I didn't have a Shadow Pokemon this time. If you did, I'd have taken it. The amount of work I have to put in just to get to the top of a building. Granted, having a bunch of like rebattleable trainers to like train on is convenient. That said, I just used Mount Battle. The healing after every fight I thought was really nice, plus the overall higher levels. I still think that Suicune looks really nice. Like, the crystal on his forehead's a little bit weird, but it's nice, I like it. Like, the fact that it has a donut on its head, basically. More than anything. I was gonna say, like, imagine, like, the protagonist of something having a donut on their head, then I'm just like, wait, Giorno Giovanna? He's got, like, 4 or 5 donuts on his head. I still haven't actually finished watching part 6. I know roughly what happens. Also, I probably should have killed the Kingdra. Sorry, Seedra. Specifically because now the Seraph isn't gonna one-shot it. I've always really liked Sand Slash. Never actually took the time to, like, raise one, but just aesthetically, it's always kind of, like, appealed to me. I think it's because, like, I had, like, a button or something when I was a kid that had Sand Slash on it, just like random Pokemon. But it was mine, and therefore I cherished it. I got it out of, like, a Gachapon machine or something. Back when those were still everywhere. You know, if they're saying, you know, her title's bodybuilder, getting a body like that is really, really difficult. Like, props to her, she put in the effort. Wait, what? Oh shoot, I'm out of Psychic. That's actually really inconvenient. I forgot that that could happen. It's actually kind of funny. I might make it to the final. I might make it to the secret boss and just not have any PP left. I got so used to just spamming moves. I wonder how different Pokemon would be if instead of PP, they used MP. Like, they just had like a single unified bar for all of their abilities. And then like different moves took different like quantities of it. More standardized like other RPGs. Like, I don't think that would necessarily be better or worse, but it would be different, and I wonder what that would do to it. Oh, I finally made it to the roof. Okay, I think that there's a healing thing in here I can use. if you were to change how PP works, you go to turn cooldowns. That's another way of doing it. A game that I want to play on stream at some point, Divinity Original Sin 2 does that. Characters can cast their abilities all day long, like there's no resource that gets consumed. But every time you use an ability, it goes on cooldown for a certain number of rounds. And like that's an interesting way, I think, to balance it. It's like you can't just spam Fireball every turn because you can only do a Fireball once every 3 turns max. Well, that's not entirely true. There are some abilities in that game that consume a limited resource that you have to regenerate later. But for the most part, also, if I was going for 100% completion, I'd go for this meta type. If it survives this surf, I'll throw a Pokeball at it and see what happens. I don't think it's surviving this surf. I think if I was going for completion, the best way to do that would be to like beat the game, unlock inter-game trading, and then trade in a false swiper from the Gen 3 game. Then again, though, Shadow Pokemon in this game have a really nasty habit of killing themselves when they're at 1 HP because Shadow Rush. The apple that I got today was really, really big. Like, way bigger than most of the apples that I usually get. Like, bigger than my closed fist. My Pokemon were shut down. There's a lot of juice in that thing. Are you maybe even stronger than Mirror B? I have beaten him like 2 or 3 times now. Can I just scooch behind you there? No. Did she just say welcome to here? That's kind of hilarious. Extremely powerful Shadow Dunsparce. I am endlessly entertained by Dunsparce's mere existence. Oh? Maybe I'll add a Dunsparce to my PC. Very Anky Dunsparce, glaring. I haven't actually purchased any Pokeballs, so I don't have a huge number left. I've got such a huge level advantage. There we go. Dunsparce is mine. Sanj doesn't know what to do. Do you think it'd be, like, cute or irritating if I started speaking about myself in the third person? Like, okay, Ariel's running to the left now. Ariel's healing her Pokemon. I don't think I could keep that up. I think I'd break character almost immediately. But if I'm not mistaken, in here there should be a secret boss. I'm mistaken, this is not where he is. Basically, I want to go back to the room that Mirabee was in. What would you two come back here for? Oh, I get it. You wanted to battle with me that badly? Not you. If he's loud red, why is he purple? You ever think about that one? There's something about the Metagross line that just makes me wish that Pokemon was more of an action game, if that makes sense. Like, I kinda think it'd be kind of cool to, like, control one directly and have it punch things. Get brain punched, Lombre. Oh, I just saw that it got swirly eyes when it was hurt. Poor thing. Okay, so after this, I'll stock up on some medicines, some Pokeballs. Okay, now I think I'm where I want to be. If I'm mistaken, I'm gonna be a little bit upset with myself. Oh, here we are. I'm Miracle Bee. I'm Mirabee's rightful successor. Gonna get me an afro. I love his helmet, and I love that his theme is just like a deep-fried version of Miracle Bees. And like, who would ever encounter this? You have to go so far out of your way. It's amazing though, I love it. Like, he's truly just, we have Mirabee at home. Every time it loops to that chorus bit. Imagine, though, stumbling across this without having any idea that it was coming. I have the silliest grin on my face right now. Regrettably not as much of a challenge because I didn't fight him on level, but still very fun. And that's all it really had to be. And Waifu got a level out of it. And get down from there. Ah, my dreams! You ruined my dreams of getting an afro! I'm pretty sure you can do that whenever you want. Darn. I don't care if nobody agrees, I'm still the rightful heir to mirror me. Even though my hair hasn't grown to a full afro do. Actually, now I'm wondering, like, how much work goes into growing an afro? Like, it's gotta be something that, like, you actively do to your hair, right? If so, how? I don't think I'd ever do it myself, but... I'm kinda curious what the process is. Willy at Outskirts? I'm not sure I know offhand who that is, but I'll go check. I have to buy Pokeballs anyway. Having an escape rope would be lovely at times like this. I wonder if escape ropes are like a gameplay contrivance or if they actually exist in the setting. Like, I wonder if they've ever like appeared in Pokemon Special. It's like, oh no, we're far from home. Luckily, grabs rope, throws it into the air, climbs it. You somehow emerge outside the cave. I really should get around to reading Special at some point. I need to reread the Electric Tail of Pikachu. I actually had that moment as a kid. And then there's like a lot of Pokemon Special that I have to read. I remember Electric Tail of Pikachu being like really good though. Like, it was substantially better than most of the media that I had access to as a child. I'm gonna go patch up at Phoenix. I just realized this could stand for Pokemon Center or for Phoenix City. I also wonder how many chapters Pokemon Rebirth got up to. I read like one chapter of that back when it was like brand new, and I was like, this is really weird. And I just didn't keep up with it. And now most people don't even know what Pokemon Rebirth is. Is this gate home? Oh, good point. Let's check. First, I gotta remember where he lives. I think it's over here. It is not over here. Other side, maybe. This is a really nice city, though. Cascade is not in his office. you? Oh, hi, lovebirds. The mayor's gone out. He's busy with things here and there and everywhere. He's always scurrying. Fair enough. She's in on it, almost certainly. It's gonna be like, I can't believe that they let Wes drive a motorcycle at 17, and then I'm just like, wait, you can get a license at 16. Oh hey, it's you, just the guy I wanted to see. You see, I had the urge to have another Pokemon battle with you. It was driving me wonky. So come on, let's battle. I'm not losing this time. Imagine if he was just, like, for no reason the strongest trainer in the game. The wave just carries Zigzagoon off into the distance, never to be seen again. You know, come to think of it, water Pokemon would definitely make habiting arid areas a lot easier. But yeah, you're tough, real tough. You stopped us good. Shame this game doesn't have Bidoof. GameCube discs could only contain like 1.2 gigabytes of data total, I think. They could not contain Bidoof. I've got a decent quantity of money. Shadow Bidoof is the boss of the third game. Well, I know what I'm doing if I ever make a Pokemon Colosseum ROM hack. Also, it's kind of bugging me that the Great Ball goes ahead of the Pokeball, which is in turn ahead of the Ultra Ball. Like, shouldn't it go Poke Great Ultra? Let's stock up on recovery items. 5 of each should be plenty. Maybe 10 paralyzed heals. Enemies like spamming that one. Have you seen that one Bidoof, like, animation that Pokemon put out? I'd love to see more Pokemon content in, like, that 3D style. I'm a big fan of, like, 3D stuff, as you can tell. Hi, 3D VTuber. And, like, they did it really, really well. I love the bit where, like, Lucario shoots the Aura Sphere at the Staraptor, and Staraptor just, like, sidesteps it slick as anything. And then when the explosion goes off, Staraptor gets like this oh crap look, like, oh, I should go. It's so good. zero spoken dialogue, but you can tell. I think it's called Badoof's Big Day. I'd have to double check. I still find it weird that that capsule ascending is like the only 60 FPS part of this entire game. Like everything else feels like it's 30, but then that capsule ascending into that pod is 60. Bye, Rui. That's what you get for not being a fox. Maybe early breaker between matches? Yeah, these matches should take up a fair amount of time. Actually, wait, my team is all like level 60. Wait, this is Pokemon Colosseum. Yeah, these matches should take a fair amount of time. What kept you, Ariel? I worried that perhaps Gonzap had beaten you. The time has come for you to pay off some debts. We'll have you battle as payment towards the huge losses you inflicted on us. I expect to see spectacular battling out of you. After all, you're here to entertain. Ha 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 ha. A big crowd like this, it is a little intimidating. I don't want to be embarrassed here, so I'll battle to win. I still like how the entire plot of this game is just, we're going to corrupt Pokemon into evil killing machines as a gimmick for television. It's like, wow. Oh, Shadow Meltang. I will make an honest effort to catch the Shadow Pokemon in my path, but if they die, they die. Also, if memory serves, in this Colosseum I don't get healed between encounters. This should knock out the Zangoose and put the Miltank into critical. We'll see how it rolls. Zangoose is dead. Wonderful, critical. Love to see it. Can I do this with a normal Pokeball? If memory serves, Miltank's not that hard to catch. Sneak in a little cheeky purification on this fight. Also, I like how Sneasel's eyes are pointing in two different directions. It's like, oh no. Yoink. Did not expect that to happen so quickly. What? That wasn't supposed to happen. My turn next. I can use Surf's PP just to double check if I actually did get restored or not. I'm pretty sure I don't. I really like both Absol and my Deanna. Fluffy quadrupedal things are just always a win. And not just because that's the category that foxes fall under. Although it certainly helps. Okay, glad the crit landed on my Deanna and not on Absol. Because I would like it. I forgot to check my PP to see if I regenerated between matches or not. For some reason I thought that was actually going to be effective. Knock yourself down to red for me, please. Oh no. My poor Estion's bones. But he lived. I like Absol's eyeliner in the portrait it has. That like cheeky blue on the outside. Awesome, that worked out. Yeah, I think I'm not regenerating between fights. Oh, you want me to crunch into the microphone? Alright. I really like apples. That used most of my morning suns, but they got used for their purpose, so it's totally okay. I'd heard about you, but you were much more than I expected. Literal villain on national television. Police aren't storming the tower. You must be Ariel. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Don't you think it's a great honor to battle on this fabulous stage? I'm gonna beat you and earn my promotion to an admin. Oh, Shadow Pokemon. This is too perfect. I think I gotta kill Houndoom. I just really want to get this double one-shot. That said, if it survives, I'll be pleased. But I don't think it will. Bye, Houndoom. Yeah, the lore on Houndoom is terrifying. It's like burns that never, ever, ever stop being painful. That's terrifying. Like, I'm totally out of commission if I get, like, even a minor stomachache. Dealing with, like, burn pain forever, I don't think I could. It's no good. I might be fired. Just turns around and leaves. I'm the last battler. I'll show you exactly why I was chosen to anchor our squad. I like how he went from, like, grinning to having a frown on his face. It's like, wait, no, angry, evil, villain, grr. I wonder what the process is for getting, like, recruited to Cypher, because, like, Cypher's, like, what's the word? Cypher's, like, 50% of the population, I think, in this region. Like, they've got to just have, like, booths set up in schools like the army does. It's like, what career paths are available to me as a child born in this region? It's like, well, you can join Cypher, or you can become an underground battler. Let's throw a Pokeball at Tropius and see what happens. Looking at Tropius' name, I was just reminded of a game that I had when I was a child called Star Tropics. It was not an amazing game, but it had a really, really interesting form of DRM. Because the actual game came with... Rather, the thing that, like, sets you off on your journey in-game is that you received a letter from your uncle, essentially detailing a problem and asking you to come help fix it. And the actual, like, physical game physically came with that letter. And then when you're, like, 80% of the way through the game, what's the word? When you're about 80% of the way through the game, you have to find your uncle. And he leaves behind a note that basically says, hey, listen, I'm being hunted, so I can't tell you exactly where I am. Oh no, I'm rotating. I'm rotating to avoid detection. It's like, I can't tell you exactly where I am, but I secretly encoded it in the message that I sent you. So decode it, and then punch that code into like this coordinate thing. And then that'll take you to where I am. And so you had to, like, actually take the physical letter, decode it, and use that to proceed in the game. And if you just, like, didn't have access to that letter and didn't have access to the internet, you're just stuck. Somebody did the math on Pokemon Battle Economy. Street level battling only creates pocket money at best and is not reliable as a source of adult income. Competing on a league level is basically equivalent to being low-tier esports pro. Interesting. But also definitely gives you like a real incentive to like show up and do well. And I thought that that would not kill Tropius. Whoops. Oh well. Wait, no, that was quad effective, wasn't it? I should have expected that to kill Tropius. This power, it's beyond unreal. Okay, the next time the game pauses on a dialogue box, we're gonna take a 5-minute break. Bravo, bravo. Well done. Wait, we're gonna take a 5-minute break here. Please use this time to refill your beverage, go to the bathroom, anything that would take you about 5 minutes. I'll see you in about that long. turn. I don't know how you used your rake, but I used mine getting as much apple inside of me as possible. Why not become a Cypher show battle trainer? Would you even consider it? Yes. I'll vouch that you'll become a top star in no time. I wouldn't have minded making that proposition, but I'm afraid that I'm not that big-hearted. I will destroy you in battle right now. You will know the humiliation of total domination before this crowd. Total silence, except for the crowd cheering. And suddenly my mons don't feel quite so overleveled. Setting up Rain Dance into Wall Rain might not be, well advised. We'll see how it pans out. Okay, they are absolutely cooking Espeon, so Espeon is getting swapped out. Because both of those statuses go away when you swap out. I'll switch to another boy to hopefully bait the same combo. Actually, wait, hold on. Okay, my team has one woman on it. I was concerned for a second there. Like, wait. Also, I took that Skarmory from Gonzap and I trained it up. I was like, okay, I've got time to train. What do I want to train? And Skarmory seemed like a good idea. So anyway, about that. All that work I put in purifying Skarmory, raising it to level 60. We'll just brain punch that wall rain again. I just realized the fluffs on either side of Walreign's head, they looked like Katamaris. Like Katamaris that hadn't picked anything up yet. Hi, Blaze again. You were super weak against both of my Pokemon. On one side, Walreign's. The walrus that I killed first thing. Walrein. Yeah, like, at least in this game's art style, they look like Katamaris. Oh, that's another game that I should play on stream. I actually own a Katamari game. I got given it for Christmas by a friend. And I just never actually got around to playing it. I think because I wanted to do it on stream at some point. I wonder which slot that would fit best in. Because, like, the individual levels aren't that big, but it's a... I don't think the game's very long either. It's more of a replayable thing, I think. I played Katamari like once in my life. Oh, Shadow Metagross, my beloved. I like how Gardevoir did like a limp wrist thing, like, eh. 2 to 3 chains if I just did the main game. No, like, score attacks. Interesting. 5 hours? Maybe I'll do that for my next Sunday game then. Kind of like a palate cleanser after Colosseum. That could be fun. You give Gardevoir a bath and she really dramatically flops to the ground. She's just like me for real. Okay, it's just the Metagross. And I'm not whipping my Master Ball this time. Well, not whipping my Master Ball, but prematurely using it. I would very much like this Metagross. Shadow Rush, that's good for me. Like, it's going to hurt a lot, but actually not even that bad. More importantly, it'll knock Metagross down to red. Give me that. Oh, you know what I should do? I should bring in Jump Up for Sleep Powder. I actually explicitly trained up Jump Up because it's like a really fast Sleep Powder user. True, Master Ball and Metagross would be good, but I kind of want to use it for the Tyranitar behind it. Yeah, let's pull in this Jump Fluff for the enemy's safety as much as mine. Yeah, it's about doing a power move. Though it'd be really cool to have a Metagross in a Premier Ball. If I had all the appropriate hardware and stuff, I might actually, like, depending on, like, how competitively viable it is or whatever, I might try, like, hunting for, like, a really good Metagross with RNG manipulation. Stuff like that interests me quite a lot, actually. Okay, you go to sleep now. I just realized, doing this I'm stealing a Pokemon live on television. Okay, Sleep Powder's not gonna miss. The terrifying murder robot is now sleeping peacefully. Which should double my chances of catching it. Plus I've got a level advantage, plus I'm using an Ultra Ball. But Metagross is, regardless, very difficult to catch. Oh, he can't actually lose stats, interesting. Or it, rather. I always feel really weird using it as a pronoun for sapient things. But, like, I feel like this is probably a scenario where it applies. If it's gentle as it's in it, not necessarily. It could be like a they. Generally, the way you find out is just by asking. Actually, I just realized I don't think that this Pokemon would ever be competitively viable. It thinks that the meta is gross. It thought my pun was so bad that it killed itself. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, everybody disliked that. Good to know. He was like, no, I am absolutely not going with you. No, there's no... This can't be happening. They had a sniper in the stands, just in case this happened. But I lived. There was a Pokeball in my breast pocket which deflected the bullet. Enough. Don't embarrass yourself in the score. Sir, I beg your pardon. What's going on? Now Score's apologizing? Isn't he supposed to be the boss? Wait, how did he speak when he wasn't even, like, in the area yet? He's sulking like a kid. My, that certainly was a battle worth seeing. I must be honest with you, I never imagined that you would get this far. Huh? Mr. Mayor, why are you here? Oh dear me, do you fail to understand still? You're such an innocent child. At times, I am the affable mayor of Phoenix, and at others, I am the secret boss of the criminal syndicate Cypher. I am Evis, and I shall rule the world. By making a large amount of money on television using evil Pokemon. How dare you meddle in our affairs so thoroughly? Fun fact, Western release of this game is censored the girl to not show tummy. I was actually just thinking, this guy's tummy's on full display. He's doing the button popping thing. The Shadow Pokemon plan began resurrect from the start, but you two, you'll never be forgiven. I'll destroy you utterly so you may never again rise against me. Yeah, Tummy's super cute. Fun fact, on my current model, this like black strip around my waist, it's meant to look like the tank top that I'm wearing, but because of the way that like the model's split up, it's actually more like paint on my stomach. Just an interesting little fun fact. Let's see if we can't one-shot that Salamence. Though I remember that Scizor being a menace. Okay, wonderful. Salamence down. Scizor's probably gonna use Swords Dance. I should probably get Raikou out here ASAP. Oh, but wait, Raikou's only level 40 because I didn't bother training it. Whoops. Let's try Mirror Coat and see what happens. Espeon can kill Scizor in 3 hits. Well, RIP Espeon. You believe Scizor's weak to ice? It's part steel. Isn't steel resilient to ice? Okay, didn't one-shot Jump Bluff. Love to see it. I was hoping that they'd shoot Suicune, but they didn't. If I can put Scizor to sleep, that makes life a lot easier. I mean, let's find out if it works. But yeah, I really don't want to leave that thing up. Honestly, I kind of feel like Scyther's cooler than Scizor, but that's just me. Yeah, not very effective. R.I.P. Jump Fluff. Scizor cooler than Cleavar. I actually kind of like Cleavar. Like, I think I like Scyther the most, and then like Scizor and Cleavar are kind of like side by side underneath it. Yeah, that's spooky. Let's get rid of that Scizor. I don't care as much about the Slowking, but the Scizor's a threat. Not very effective on Slowking, but Slowking's not the intended real target. R.I.P. Scizor. Oh, Machamp. It'd be really nice to have SD. I forgot to get Revival Staff. Whoops. I totally forgot to go buy medicine. I left money in my wallet after buying Pokeballs so I could buy medicine, and I forgot to do it. Cheeky full restore, but honestly, I'd rather see it there than at low health. Why is it just Dr. Wiley? Also, hi, welcome. Pleased to meet you. That's why he's just Dr. Wiley. I don't know. But like, now that you've made that connection in my head, it really checks out. Because like, he's kidnapping Pokemon and turning them evil. And like, that's basically what Wiley does with robots. There's a handy, very easy glitch. Go on. Use a ball with the first one, go to items, press Y, swap that ball with another ball. You don't use it. Oh. I am absolutely going to be abusing this. Like, zero remorse. Exactly, I got the Master Ball. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy the time you spend here. I try to be chill, sometimes I get a little upset at things, but I mean, it's the game's fault. JK. Oh, very nice crit. I generally don't expect great things from Mega Drain, but that was pretty great. I also didn't expect great things from that Surf. crits do double damage in this game. How much damage do they do normally? I'm not actually very well read on, like, the various Pokemon stat things. Also, I really wish my hand would stop doing that. That is, like, the worst place for my hand to go. Stop that. 1.5 times? Ah. Oh, Tyranitar. I've always wanted a Tyranitar, but I never had the patience to train one. Master Ball time, you know it. Okay, so Master Ball the Tyranitar. Swap the Master Ball with, let's say, the Premier Ball. Hippity hoppity, your kaiju is now my property. Also doesn't use the ball you swap it with. That would have saved a lot of money. Oh, he used Aerial Ace. But luckily, I'm useless, so it didn't even kill Jumpluff. Get it, Kazariel? Sleep powder. Ow! Ow! Stop it! Ow! I am never going to stop making the aerial fun. But yeah, now the Psyking is like double lazy. Though I guess drugged unconscious isn't quite the same thing as lazy. Surf's insane in this game. There's a reason my Suicune's level 70. Surf has been carrying very hard. No! Even my ultimate Pokemon. Halt! Stop where you are. There's no getting away this time. Man could literally just fly away. Look at him, his feet are not touching the ground. Despite being so obese that he's stretching his shirt. Cypher's finished. The Shadow Pokemon plan ends now. Not Fox, are you alright? Pikachu. Blast you. Don't you forget what you've done, Ariel. It won't end this way next time. I will ruin you next time, I promise you that. No, he's trying to escape with that helicopter. Let us meet again. Our bid to take over the world using Shadow Pokemon hasn't ended yet. It landed in the crowd, killing 17 people. Your plan? I think it just ended. What? Evis, you and your cronies are under arrest. Oh, what is that? Hey, Ho-Oh. It's a legendary Pokemon. It's a Ho-Oh. It is. It really is a Ho-Oh. Incredible. You know how XC Gale of Darkness has a Shadow Lugia after this game? Yeah? It was been keeping an eye on your heroics from the sky above. You obviously earned its support. Of course, it would also never allow criminals to get off scot-free. Not when they're guilty of an outrage like creating Shadow Pokemon. Oh wow, so Ho-Oh was watching over us. Ariel, I guess it's finally over. We faced a lot of challenges, but thanks to you, Ariel, everything has been resolved. Ariel, thank you. You were strong, you answered the call, and you were cool. Look at that, Ho-Oh is so close. So true. This is the first time I've seen one up so close. Not Fox and Ariel, but how I was blessing you for your victory. Such a perfect outcome, yes indeed. Imagine just splatted into the tower like a seagull hitting a window. And that's Pokemon Colosseum. Though there is more to the game. Yeah, I really wish that, like, the series had kind of, like, gone in a direction more like Colosseum. Like, the darker themes, the harder challenge. I said that a few times, but, like... I don't know, I just like it. Like, one of my favorite videos, I can't find it anymore, it might have gotten taken down, but one of my favorite videos is, like, a compilation of streamers reacting to Ultra Necrozma for the first time. And it's just, like, 17, like, short videos in a row of people just getting absolutely swept by Ultra Necrozma. I never actually played USUM. Legends Arceus has an equivalent of that? Of a Giga spoiler? Equivalent of what? I've already forgotten what point I was making. You might think I'm joking, but I actually forgot my previous sentence. Ultra Necrozma. Oh, right, yes, thank you. My stream is not tagged ADHD because I like the letters. Technically, I could go get medication for it, but I keep forgetting to make an appointment. Good old Saladin. Would you like to say it? Yes. I like how after all of that, the first thing my character does is go to the bar. Let's see here. Ariel, I did it! I analyzed the data ROM and managed to extract a partial list of Shadow Pokemon. For the time being, I've identified 29 Shadow Pokemon. There appear to be more, so I'll send updates when I find them. We, that's myself and Second Pyrite, developed a new system of downloading data automatically to your PDA. From now on, information about Shadow Pokemon should arrive directly from people connected to the network. Check it out. Wait, did he just update my hardware before it had the capability to receive updates to give it the ability to receive updates? This child is powerful. Big guy, there's trouble. The Kid Network just got word that a suspicious-looking Pokemon was spotted in Pyrite. I'd like to give you the full story in person, so can you come visit me? Also recover white data from the guy's disk. That one at least makes sense. Like, when you erase a file, the file doesn't actually get deleted right away. just the pointer pointing at it gets erased. All the bits are still on the disc written in the right order. As long as they're not overwritten, you can still retrieve that. That's why proper data destruction involves either physically destroying the disk or writing a bunch of ones or zeros. Or gibberish. I've actually forgotten where Duking's house is. Here we are. I think this is where the child was. Big people, you're awesome! You're running the bad guys, aren't you? I'll help you when I get bigger. Hi, big people. Is Plusle doing good? Plusle has rotted in a box since I got it. So yes. Oh, I'm so glad. Let it battle lots and make it strong. Kids, 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 grid. It's the song for Kids Grid. I wrote it. Isn't it easy to learn? Oh, hi guys. We just got some news. There's this rogue called Kale who hangs around Pirate's entrance. It sounds like Kale recently battled this creepy trainer. They say that this trainer used some weird Pokemon. I think you should have a talk with Kale about this. So you called me to this town, which involved walking through the entrance to tell me that I should go check out the entrance. Like, I really feel like this meeting could have been an email. Yo, we meet again. Huh? About the Shadow Pokemon? Oh yeah, I remember battling one, sure. I'd be willing to share what I know with you, but only if you can beat me. You ready? Wow, Kale got swallowed. And he's using X items. He's got something to prove. Even if that thing is that he's wasted money on X items that accomplish nothing. Okay, I don't like Espeon against that shift tree. And that light screen kind of bugs me just a little. When I was a kid, I always, like, didn't care at all about reflected light screen because it just says a little. So I thought that the value was inconsequential. It's actually like 50%, it's really good. Bye, Shifter. Oh, wait, he's still alive. You know, I really expected Gardevoir to take more damage than Shiftry from a water attack. Now you got me thinking about how toxic online play would be if you could use items. It's like I brought 99 Sacred Ashes. Are your pockets deep enough? Demon Souls PvP? Yes. I am the reason that regen builds got nerfed into non-existence. I'm gonna get around to Demon Souls eventually on stream, and be a menace. Like, I'm gonna remake my my regen tank build from the glory days. And I'm gonna go be the old monk. It's like you and me are gonna be in here for a long time. How does sleep powder work on grass types? I presume by the same means that, like, some plants choke out other plants with their roots. Also, sleep is kinda broken. Later gens power moves don't affect grass types. That's interesting. Probably for the best, though. Oh. You'd love to see the critical hit notification. I love how dramatic Gardevoir is when she passes out. I say she, even though it could be a boy. I wasn't actually paying attention. Sometimes I make assumptions, and sometimes assumptions hurt people. Then again, if you evolve into a Gardevoir, I think you're signing up for it. Using last time flute on Slug instead of Raikou is funny. That does sound funny. But that would also mean that you get like more time with Raikou. And like, that's not a bad thing. Raikou's fluffy. You can't cuddle a Slugma. No, it's been a futile struggle every time. That trainer, he used to shadow Bayleaf. The trainer's name was... I forgot. He did say something about the Snag'em hideout, though. Well, let's go to the Snag'em hideout. I'll patch up in Phoenix first, though. I'll happily take that Bayleaf. Did I revise? No. Shadow Monster, depending on which story you chose at the beginning. I kind of figured. Like, you probably get all of them eventually. I do think it's kind of cool how this game like went out of its way to introduce as many Gen 2 Pokemon as possible to Gen 3. And then XD did the same thing with Gen 1 Pokemon that were missing. Because like they were before Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Fire Red, Leaf Green came out. Hi, big guy. Kale wanted me to tell you that the Shadow Bailey's trainer is named Verd. Please take care. I'm just imagining like this street punk bursting into Duking's office, demanding to speak to a child so that he can send an email to a 17-year-old. Like, I remembered his name. Well, if it isn't you again. You had your way with my party before, but not this time. Phrasing, my dude. Please. I did not have my way with your team. I defeated them. Yeah, I'm glad that there's a post-game. I was about to be like, how can you miss thinking about something? Then I'm just like, wait, ADHD. I do that all the time. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm glad this game has a post-game, because I was afraid that I wouldn't have anything left to do for the rest of the stream. Ooh, Baton Pass, you don't see that very often. If I was a Pokemon I'd probably have, like, Unaware. I would just forget that you have stat buffs, and then they wouldn't affect me. Those knives were like the size of Espeon's torso. Like, he's probably bleeding out right now. You have cast responsibility because you're gender fluid before 4 genders. Nice. Is it weather dependent? Sorry, was that rude? Actually, it is? Oh, nice. I've actually got a couple of friends who are gender fluid. I got one that I know is gender fluid, and one might just be non-binary. I haven't actually asked. But like, usually she's a girl, sometimes she's a boy, and sometimes she's a robot. And I'm just like, cool, update me when it changes. R.I.P. Beautifly. Watching Beautifly just get absolutely annihilated by Surf made me think of the ending of A Bug's Life, where it just starts raining and it's like they're being, like, bombed. You lived up to your reputation. This is fine. I like how I got, like, no email throughout the entire game and now I'm getting nothing but... Hi, it's Ned. I analyzed the Shadow Pokemon list again and discovered 6 more. The additions are Tyranitar, Mischievous, Slugma, Smeargle, Absol, and Heracross. I'll send another update if I can find any more. Oh, I should put that Tyranitar on my team, actually. No, wait, it would screw up my own team with the Sandstorm. You kinda need to build around it. Hi. Ariel, sounds like you've been playing Kiero all over the place. Playtime's over. I'll reduce you to the same sorry state as this Snag Machine lab. Team Snag'em Niver. Hey, Grovile. Grovile's another Pokemon that, like, I probably should have taken the time to train up back in the day, but I never did. My brother had a Swampert that was an absolute menace, and I just didn't have any good grass types. That said, I low-key think that he used an action replay to give that thing invalid stats, because it was way too strong. Or Vigoroth, you get sent out, you're just like, yeah, I got this. And then the next thing you know, you just like feel an intangible force knock you on your backside and you're on... and the light is fading. Rhyhorn, more like Bihorn. I'm running a little bit low on Psychic PT. But if necessary, I can just go back and heal. Or I could, like, change my lead Pokemon. That's also an option. Wickedly strong. I feel kind of bad for Entei, because, like, Suicune and Raikou both go so well together, and then Entei's just like, I'm here too. I didn't think you'd be this tough. No wonder you're famous. Ooh, a couple of max revives. Love to see it. Three rare candies. Also love to see that. Well, that was a detour worth detouring to. At least I assume that was a detour. Playing on emulator decided to cheat a little. Oh. Did you just give yourself like a million rare candies? Oh, a Master Ball at the start. Nice. There's gotta be some somewhere. Some Pokeballs holding on some Pokemon. Do you have some? Yes. Yeah, no, prior to this stream, I was doing grinding for levels to be strong enough to beat the final boss, and it was tedious. I definitely could have used a bunch of rare candies. Mid-level to 100 to be held down Eleanor while gaining experience. Right now you're just using hack time flutes. Yeah, like honestly, like... It's your time, you can spend it how you want. Sometimes it's fun to just like... mess around in God mode. Poochyena used brat as beyond ready to deliver correction. Unfortunately, the reason Poochyena feels so confident being a brat is because it knows Espeon can't hurt it. Also, I just realized level 54 Poochyena, let the poor thing evolve. Like, that thing should have spent, like, 3/4 of its life as a Mightyena by this point. Like that one, yes. The way those animations chained together was kind of tragic. It's like it pushed itself to its feet just to fall over. The stupid Sith animation is that with like the pearls all bouncing away. It's like it's going back into its balls, which then go back into its ball, I think, so it's probably not that big of a deal. I knew you had some awesome Pokemon. Just like, I'm double napping. Where'd you find those? I want some too. I trained them. This Spoink is a soft bouncing. Yeah, that Spoink is dead. Ariel, that's enough of your antics. Party's over. Team Snag'em Dritten. Lantern, canonically the most powerful Pokemon in existence. Or at least the most destructive. Water Pokemon trainers are a little bit annoying because they can't sweep them as easily as Suicune. Oh, I should rename my Suicune to Sweepcoon. That'd be awesome. Or maybe not, maybe that'd just be like a really lame pun. Yeah, I got Rain Dance on my Raikou. Like if it was Suicune and it makes Thunder hit. Like it's really good. Like on one hand, I feel kind of bad about spamming legendaries, on the other hand, they're really strong. That said, you know what? Raikou probably fits in better in this particular fight because of all the water types. Let's do Mirror Coat and see what happens. Sparkus says, there's no physical special split in Generation 3. Actually, there is, but only in XD and only on shadow moves. Okay, this lantern's a little bit sticky because it's good against both of my Pokemon. So let's bring in Skarmory to assert dominance. I forgot that Skarmory is, like, double weak to electricity. Thunder hits through Protect 30% of the time in DP and Rain. Is that an oversight or is that intended? Oversight? That's kinda cool. A 30% chance to miss goes to Protect instead of missing. Interesting. So I guess it's like, the way that Thunder's coded, if it would miss, it checks if it's raining, and if so, it makes it hit. But that accidentally bypasses Protect? That's funny. You know, for the amount of work that I put into getting Skarmory at level 60, it really hasn't contributed a lot. This random lantern is just walling me. Oh, whoops. I still can't get over the fact that Sneasel's eyes are pointing different directions. It's like, hurry, go, I'm a shadow Pokemon. You go to bed. Hey, this thing was far more of a menace than it needed to be. I've always really struggled with, like, water-electric type Pokemon. Mostly because I typically refuse to run grass. I don't know why. Wasted? I'll show you a painful time one day. We're gonna take a 5-minute break here. Please use this time to refill your beverage, go to the bathroom, anything that would take you about 5 minutes. I'll probably use the time to run out and heal my Pokemon. I'll see you in about 5 minutes. I return. So yeah, on my way out, this guy dropped down from the ceiling and ambushed me. Because of you, my standing in Cypher is in the dumps. However, unfortunately, once a scrub, forever a scrub. That Wobbuffet scares me. Wobbuffets always scare me just a little. Oh shoot, I'm out of PP for Psychic. You know what, let's just do setup and see what happens. Well, the answer, that's definitely like on the list of things. I'm scared of that Wobbuffet. That's the main thing. Yeah, that right there. Mirror code. Still, it's probably still the best option. Who knows, maybe we'll get a crit and get lucky. I like how Metachan just like went off screen with the serve. Oh no. One of my Pokemon is about to get thrown through a wall. Nice, we can. There's just this weekend-shaped hole in the back wall now. Actually, morning sun when it's raining is kind of silly. Oh, this isn't okay. Oh wait, I've got items. Silly me. But what if I need it more later? I'll use it now. You gave my cat a bath, how rude. And on the whole, my team is not looking great. Which is why I was leaving. Scrub is very rude. How long does Sesame Bond last? Is it just one turn? I think it's just one turn. It'd be kind of OP if it was longer than that. I can't actually tell the difference between an awake Wobbuffet and a sleeping Wobbuffet. Ooh, reflect. I actually kind of really like Raiku's loadout. Like, maybe I get rid of Quick Attack. But I like having a priority move. Espeon's got Reflect anyway. If only Suicune were here to see this. I do enjoy the little pom-pom shake thing that Jumpluff does. But like, instead of hyping you out, it puts you to sleep. It's symbolic or something. And we'll just slowly drain the rock to death. Or perhaps not so slowly. That did way more than I thought it would. Ah, my standing is gonna take another huge hit. I like how he doesn't even like run away, he just ceases to exist. Like, I beat him so hard that he just like disintegrated into atoms. Let's heal our Pokemon here and also grab some, what's the word? Medicinal herbs. Does the infinite Pokeball glitch also work in XD, or did they patch it out there? Because XD has a lot more Shadow Pokemon. Like twice as many, I think. Let's grab some of those. Some of those. A bunch of these. My Pokemon might not appreciate it, but I'm not exactly taking reviews, so... It's like 0 out of 10. She made me sniff an herb, it was really stinky. Like, it did put my arm back on after that Machamp tore it off, but like, it was stinky. You ever think about my feelings? In my head, that was like Espeon giving the review, cause cat, I'm grateful. Oh, hello. There you are, you spies. This time you're not getting away from me. Wait, did the entire thing reset? Or am I just hitting like every random encounter? Ooh, Shadowmon. Oh, this is the one from earlier in the game, isn't it? The one that, like, threw the guy in jail? And, like, I killed the lady at the time because I hit it with a fire blast from Entei. At least I think that's how it played out. My memory's a bit fuzzy. All of me's a bit fuzzy. I'm a box. Let's just put a psychic shot into that bug, just in case. Because it really looks like they're winding up for something really big, and I don't want to be on the receiving end of it. Bye, Volby. Granted, it was just a Volby. It probably wasn't going to be very menacing to begin with. You're too strong to be a spy. Also, I just realized her name's Cloak and she's accusing me of being a spy. It's like she's named after an implement of spying. Or at the very least of, like, roguery. But like, if your rogue isn't spying, like, what are they even doing? I found a PPL, 3 of them. I did advantage snag him. Yeah, but she was a Cypher peon. Not a snag him grunt. Wait, duking? Wait, no, that's just a generic bodybuilder. This place is taking a lot of damage. Even I couldn't mess the place up this badly. Huh? You're telling me you did this? Then prove it to me. Show me what you can do. Where the trope of, like, using hexagons to represent energy fields started. It's like, it's a really common aesthetic. But, like, somebody had to do it first, you know? Then again, multiple people probably could have come up with it independently. Hexagons are a very solid shape. Hexagon's the most efficient shape. Depends on what you're trying to do. Like, a lot of the things that a hexagon can do, a triangle can do just as well. Or a square. Ooh, Pupitar. That's gonna be like, it'd be really cool if I could grab that, then I remembered that I've got a Tyranitar on my PC. Which, in hindsight, I should probably pull out, because it... Wait, no, Sandstream, right. Sandvale. I would, like, need to build around it. You rampage too much. Oh, but I could pull out that Metagross. Metagross doesn't have like a drawback. Now I'm steamed, I'll rampage more than you. Can I scoot it behind you? I guess not. Hi. Oh, where did that guy take off to after snagging my shadow Pokemon? Ah! I imagine that his dialogue is different if you didn't steal his Pokemon. Insert Yoga in line from Fallout 3 here. I've never actually played Fallout 3. The only Fallout game that I've actually played was New Vegas, which I did enjoy. Typically, I'm really not a fan of like post-apocalyptic aesthetics. It's like too gray-brown and depressing. But New Vegas didn't take itself too seriously, so that was nice. The run around to New Vegas for some reason 4 looked extremely modern Bethesda. Fun fact, I actually own specifically the VR version of 4. I might play it on stream at some point, though I need to repair my VR base station. Like, I think I picked it up on sale once, like, ah yes, something to use my headset for, and then I just never played it. But that was long before I started streaming. Ow! No fair, you stinking cheat. Yeah. Excuse you, I'm not stinky. I never expected to see you again. Not like this, anyway. Snag and Fustin. I don't know if they're gonna drop more peons on me, so I might go patch up after this. I'd hate to grab the Bay Leaf and then, like, get ganked on the way out and lose. Ooh, Endeavor. It's not often that you see that move outside of cheese strats. Cease to exist, Swallow. Super effective crit. Whoa, super crit me upon you. Boo. Team snag him forever. Wait, that's like a Pokemon vending machine. 5 Ultra Balls. It's a large snag machine. It appears to have been destroyed in the explosion. Oh, here's the guy. Wait. Could I just have walked in from the outside at any point? Anyway, at least I don't need to worry about getting ambushed on the way out, I guess. What? Ariel? It's been a while. Not since the mayor's house in Phoenix City. You quit Team Snag'em. There's nothing here for you. Or did you come out to see me, Verd? If that's the case, I'd better not disappoint you. Leaving with the Bailey. Gee, I wonder which one is the shadow Pokemon. I've always really liked Bayleaf. I think the Chikorita line was probably my favorite starters from Gen 2. Like, it both looks really cool, and the Chikorita in the anime was adorable. I did it! Gens 1 and 2 were like you pick the weak one for the first gen suffer. So fun fact, when I was a kid, I didn't have red or blue. I had Pokemon Yellow. So my starter was locked to a Pikachu. It is really, 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 really hard to beat Brock with a Pikachu. The only move that Pikachu can learn that even does any amount of damage is Quick Attack. Like, I was walled on, like, the first fight in the game for months until one day when my cousin was visiting, he showed me that you could catch a Mankey and you just use that. He was like, get a Mankey, train it until it learns low kick, and then just use low kick. Use nothing but low kick. And so I trained a Mankey and I used nothing but low kick for the rest of the game because I took his advice. And I upgraded to Thrash, I think, but I used that Mankey for like every single fight in the game. That Mankey was my starter. Basically, I've been berserking my whole life. Did I know Perma got a new evolution in the last gen? Yeah, Annihilate. Isn't it, like, really OP or something? Like, he got so angry that he literally died, but that didn't stop him. Muck. I feel sorry for Skarmory. It's like, see that giant pile of, like, rotting refuse? Stick your beak in it. And yet, it worked. That's not right. How could my Bayleaf be defeated? Your Bayleaf is, no longer your Bayleaf. Enjoy snacking my Shadow Bayleaf while you can. There are still more Shadow Pokemon trainers out there. I will. And not for long. I presume that I'll get another email shortly. Oh hey, another email shortly. I discovered 6 more. The additions are Ursaring, Skiploom, Quagsire, Tropius, Skarmory, and Sunflora. He's certainly trying his best. I find it kind of funny that I'm not getting these updates until, like, long after they'd actually be useful. Like, I'm not getting these updates until after I've encountered all these Pokemon. Alright, well, I know that there are still some Shadow Pokemon in the Pyrite Town Cave. So I guess I'll go back there again. Now that I don't... Oh, hello. Now that I don't have to worry about killing them. Trouble in Under? Hi, big guy. We've been hearing about Shadow Pokemon from people visiting the Under from Pyrite. A lot of the visitors have seen the Shadow Pokemon. Net in the Under should have more info for you. Never mind, we're doing this. I never did beat the Under Colosseum either. I went up top for the first time in too long. I saw something that was really amazing. Over in the distance, there was a new tower. I stared at it for an hour. Okay, sorry, bad rhyme. If I'm not mistaken, there's a Colosseum at the very top. Has it finally been completed? Cypher's Realgam Tower. There are rumors going around that they're planning to raise money for their world takeover plan at the tower. Have you heard? The organization's supposed to be making this amazing Colosseum. They want to bring in the world's richest people and hold battles with the Shadow Pokemon. I've heard that the Colosseum's on top of a tower. I wonder if there's any truth in that. Oh right, speak to that. I'm like going around looking for the Cypher guy. Hi Ariel, did you meet up with that Silva guy? He was saying something about going to check out Realgam Tower. But where is Realgam Tower anyway? I just realized on this display there's like a Pikachu doing like a little dance. He's jamming out. Oh, hi Ariel. I think there's been a sneaky trainer in the Under lately. There's a guy in front of the junk shop named Gurks. He apparently saw the Shadow Pokemon in a battle. The quickest way to find out is to ask Gurks himself. Ariel, can you check it out? Insert Maddie Squish gif here. Accurate. Wait, the junk shop was farther down, I think. It's the hero. It's the kid's great hero. Please transform for me and then fly away. I don't have a transformation handy. Huh? What's that? You wanna know about a shadow Pokemon that I battled? How about we battle first? If you win, I'll happily tell you about that shadow Pokemon's trainer. Just a couple of really big Wailords, I respect it. This looks like a job for Raikou. That's so big, actually. Didn't I intend to finish the tower? I intended to finish Mount Battle, but I didn't realize that there'd be like actual more substance to the game after beating Elvis. Oh, you missed my Raikou. And thank you for Gore. It will never not be funny that they presumably accidentally made it so that Wailord and Skitty could interbreed. The amount of water that a Wailord could put out would be apocalyptic, I think. That was the weakest crit I think I've ever seen. That was a crit, it literally did 3 damage to Suicune. It's like, I know that it's resistant, but still. Anyway. R.I.P. Wailord. You died as you lived, large. Imagine how much meat is in that tongue. Nothing worked at all. You just threw whales at me. I think it'd be very funny if he threw like 6 Wailords at me in a row. Alright, I promised that I'd tell you about that shadow Pokemon. The trainer was this guy named Rosso in a flashy red outfit. He had a Shadow Lava with him. Okay, but where? But where? Like, okay, whatever. I guess I'll go talk to Ned again. Oh, hi, Ariel. I think there's been a sneaky trainer in the Ender lately. Okay, so I just gotta find Rosso somewhere. I guess I'll pop over to the Colosseum to patch up. Check again what guy said. All he said was trainer named Rosso has a Shadow Lava. He didn't give like any indication whatsoever as to where he was. You literally need your character the female sign to still call you a guy. Yeah, I feel that. when I did Wind Waker, I actually modded the game to turn Link into a girl. It's like some of us just would prefer to be represented that way. And like, it's not even non-canon. Link could totally incarnate as a girl. Especially after Breath of the Wild. I never actually caught that Metagross. Yeah, what if Zelda was a girl? Also in the same playthrough of Wind Waker, where I modded Link to be female, I also modded Zelda to retain a darker skin tone after her transformation. Modding is fun. You're a trainer, aren't you? Did you come to enter a Colosseum challenge? Yes. Huh. I don't mean any offense, but you don't exactly look tough. I'll test you to see how well you can battle. Yeah, I'm not sure where Rosa might be. I might get an email after I change map screens. Wait, I just realized this is a Skinny and an Oddish. They are not prepared for level 70's weekend. Snag'em lab? Okay, so Baird was in Snag'em, so Roso's probably at the lab. That Skinny ceased to exist. Swept away by the tide. I feel like if you were to like get Isekai Mystery Dungeon, Ana should be one of the weirder things to get turned into. It's like, congratulations, you have no arms now, have fun with that. You think the one just ceases to exist since you only get two? But Gurk said that he was out and about. Like, I got one at the start of the game, then I got one from Snag, and now they're like leading me towards the third one. Though it would be a very Pokemon move to only give me 2 of 3. You're better than you look. You're strong. I guess there's no judging people by their appearance. Alright, I'm gonna go check out the Cypher Lab. Oh, you know what it might be? It might be because the UFO goes to the right as well, and I kind of forgot about that. I like scraping Rui off. Wait. Okay, there we go. I was like, did I just soft block myself? That would have been very funny if it had happened. perfect note to end stream on, though. It's like, whoops, soft locked. I do like how Cypher just has like a gigantic pool of Mountain Dew. Let's just snoop around up here, make sure that they're not hiding up there. The idea of a magnetic train just having like a normal key kind of entertains me. Okay, so it's not here. And it's not here. I guess I'll try entering through the front door and see what happens. The front door is how I've entered the lab before. Yeah, but I wasn't sure if like he'd be specifically in that room that you can't enter from that side. You sure hope I saved recently? Why's that? Just in case of soft lock? Oh yes. Thankfully I didn't soft lock. But yeah, like my most recent save wasn't terribly long ago, I think. Like I scraped Ruhi off and then I got on the UFO, and then I had to wait for her to get on, and I was like, is she gonna get on? But still, let's just save for safety. Actually, I probably should have healed too, come to think of it. Nah, my Pokemon are good. They're all good dogs, Bront. I like how the man literally has, like, goggles to keep, like, wind and debris out of his eyes. And then when he's on his motorcycle, he's just, like, staring ahead, eyes open, unblinking. Oops, wrong button. It appears as if criminals are gathering at the Shadow Pokemon Lab again. There's more. People have seen a Cypher Peon in a gaudy red outfit with a Shadow Quilava. I wonder what's up. You love getting email? For me, it's really like hit or miss. Like, if it's, hey, your favorite fanfic just updated, I'm like, yay. If it's, we received your application and we regret to inform you that we're not proceeding with you at this time, it's like, no. Or it's hot moving in your area. god, your favorite fic updated the update notice of hiatus? That is the worst. I'd literally rather you just like not update it at that point. Legitimately, a fanfic I was reading once updated after like 4 years just to say, hey, I'm on hiatus. But I plan to update this thing soon. That fic never updated again. Oh, you again. You're not getting off scot-free this time. Cypher Peon Larry would like to battle. Every now and then I think that maybe I should go back to writing fanfiction. I wrote some when I was like 11. They were terrible. But like, it could be fun. Hey, Shadow Murkrow. Is for me. Right, more beat your smaller self out of spite. Yeah. Just like, your writing is terrible. Observe as I dunk on you. The problem is... Actually, wait, fanfic, huh? I was gonna say, the problem is, like, I don't know what I would write. But then it's like, wait, fanfiction. That kind of actually gives you a really nice framework to be creative, because you take like 90% of the work from somebody else. Most fanfic is just, hey, what if this one thing was different? Let's explore that. I wonder if people still read Naruto fanfiction. There will never be enough Naruto makes friends with the Kyuubi at a young age fanfic. Esfion's probably dead. Esfion's dead. You know, like, I really should just get in the habit of, like, setting aside an hour each day for, like, creative stuff. Like, there's so much stuff that I want to do that I just never make time for that I could make time for. I'm never gonna find time, I gotta make time. You know, you really are strong. Like, I got a new VT room model that's like 90% done that I gotta finish up. If I just sat down and locked in, it would get done. Stop right there. There's no entry beyond this point. I wonder where Metagross shows up if you don't catch it from Nascore. Which I didn't. It'll show up somewhere, I know that much. how in XD they just consolidated it by making every single Shadow Pokemon that you miss end up in Mirror B's hands? Oh no, Mile got knocked over. Poor thing. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. No, I'm rotating. How am I supposed to snag Pokemon if I'm rotating? I had the thought the other day, it takes some effort, but like, what if I modify and get rotated so that instead of just spinning me, it like puts me in a microwave? with like the noises and everything. Ow, 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 apples, they hurt. Kill the Golbat? Okay, it's dead. I like how that thing's body is like 80% now. You're gonna get it for this. Okay, that said, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find my way to a save point. And we're gonna call it there for the night. Because it's 9 o'clock my time and that is when I end my streams. That said, I hope you all had an absolutely wonderful time. I hope to see you again. Next scheduled stream is tomorrow. The game is going to be Metal Gear Rising. Given that there's more Colosseum than I thought there was, I'll probably be playing it again. So that'll be next Sunday. I hope you have a wonderful night, and